Okay, so today we are talking Matrix 1, more specifically the 200k chest and how I do it. I wouldn't say my teams are super off meta, but they are a little bit different than you will see on the leaderboards. I don't have Magda, so I'm using Cyrus, and because I'm using Cyrus, I don't really can't get away with just Elowen as healing. So, other than that, and then Honora, I wanted Clarissa instead of Honora to make this video. Honestly, I wanted to push a little bit higher, but it's okay. Honora is all good too. And my physical, I am using Gwendolyn, and I'm also using Ireless just because it makes everything way easier, less RNG. People aren't dying all the time, so you can kind of slowly figure out what you need and what you don't need as far as damage. And then once you're getting the damage you're happy with, you can try to pull Gwendolyn out and see if you can add another DPS here on there. But for now, this is how I'm doing it. We'll go into all the gear and everything like that after. We'll go through the bulwark form, and then we'll go through the gear, and then we'll do a spellbane form run and go through the gear. And hopefully, I mean, I've got my auto set pretty well, so hopefully I can at least match what my auto is and get this 200k for you guys. Be a shame if I didn't. So we'll start with the bulwark form. With Cyrus, it's a little bit different. You have to really pay attention to your ultimates and all that kind of stuff. So, and you really want to keep that Ireless revive passive, hers to give as long as possible. So, meaning you want Cyrus never to really use it if he can't, so that a hero's like, well, we're not in that one right now, so we'll talk about that when the time comes. Let's restart here, get a good start. Okay, so I go with Ezrith, Bisley Bub, Falesi, Elowen, Valara, Nerissa, Honora. Rosalia I put right here on this tile, and I face her left because she puts out the magic res, the 20% magic res. And then Demi I put out on this corner. Bisley Bub keeps her alive pretty well. Cyrus I face in the center, face left, face right, doesn't really matter. So what we're doing right away, okay, we're gonna hit our Ezra. So Ezra consumes souls. And if we look at the auto alts, Nerissa, we're not even going to alt with her. We don't really need to cleanse with Nerissa because we have Elowen. If you have a 3 Elowen, it's going to work probably a bit better. But we're just going to let Nerissa build up her pearls and get her as much healing as possible so she can heal everybody and Cyrus, because we want to run Cyrus in some morale. So, yeah, he needs a bit of healing. So there's the autos. Now we're just going to hang out. And although we don't even need to, I'm going to go through like when I'm alting with, when I would alt with Cyrus. So just before the tentacle comes down, that's when we alt with Cyrus. And that is the best way to keep him alive like that. So then we're going to do decay overlay. And then we're going to be doing another focus strike. Same thing right there. Pop Cyrus. Perfect case. So I like to pop Ezrith a little bit early because he's in Hell's Lament, and I want his Hell's Lament to be active as long as possible. So I wait for the Pact of Silence to just barely come up. And then I'm popping Ezrith, and you remember the auto waltz? So after you pop Ezrith, you're popping the auto waltz. That was quite late on the auto waltz. So as soon as the Pact of Silence is done with, let Ezrith get one more hit in, one more special attack. Pop Ezrith. Okay, so decay overflow. Focus strike. Decay overflow. And eventually the focus strike will catch up to Cyrus's ultimate. So sometimes you need to pop it a little bit early, and it is risky business. Okay, so we're going to pop our Ezrith a little bit earlier, and we're going to pop our auto walt when we're about 50% of the bar. Make sure you hit it again so that they don't keep alting and ruin your run. So everything is pretty good there. I'm going to speed it up, and we're just going to go through the motions. And hopefully everything is good. Oh, Rosalia, my girl, you just party fouled this whole run. Okay, you know what? Rosalia will ruin that whole run. We're going to run it again. Real quick, we'll get back there. There we go. Rosalia is a little bit better on track now. Things should be better. A little tougher running it in the 2X, but honestly, sometimes I prefer it that way just because it's faster. But you do stupid things like forget to pop Ezra. You see that? That was silly. kind of a good way to judge when to pop the auto alt is basically when Ezreath, he'll switch over, and when his ultimate's like emptied, that is probably the best time to hit the auto alts, and everything kind of lines up the best. So we're doing a good job of keeping Ireless's revive passive on the table, but the boss does start to hit a bit harder and starts to catch up. A little bit late on that one, but I think we got it in time. Rosalia is starting to fall behind a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, so what do we got? We got 2 minutes left in the fight. We'll go through one more Pact of Silence. And then we'll just basically leave all the auto alts on. We'll control Cyrus, and we will control Ezreath. When Valesi gets to be about 65%, that's when we're going to be popping Ezreath, 70%. And we're going to be getting Valesi's minions out on the field. Now we're just trying to keep everybody alive, because we're going to be stacking up a lot of counters here on the boss. So got to be careful with Cyrus. I was way late with Ezreath. That's okay. Pact of Silence kind of actually worked out. So we'll wait till Valesi ult so we get the full benefit from Ezreath. Might have triggered Ireless's passive there. There we go. There we go. Boost Valesi, Pact of Silence. So everything's not looking too bad. Though, oh. 109. Yeah, that's not good. But it might be enough. I'm going to hit don't save. That team actually gets about 115 on the auto. Rosalia, something's wrong with her. She should be doing about 850. And Valesi should be doing about... So a little bit of party foul, like that one little foul there with Rosalia, and that one little foul there with Ezreath popping him a little late and not keeping up Valesi's minions. Cost me 100k, I would say, on each. So that will be the difference there. So that is unfortunate, but we will go through the gear sets, and then we will do the... We'll still get our 200. Don't you worry about that. But we just won't get the 210 or whatever I wanted to try to get. So the gear, oh yeah, this will be an easy gear set. Morale set for Cyrus. And basically I'm spreading around the Cataclysm. I wish I had a set of Wings of Grace for Nerissa, but I just don't. But I got one for Elowen. Anora, nice set of Infernal Roar, bit of HP subs in there. It might have been, somebody died there. probably was Anora. Ezreath, nice set of Hell's Lament, and he does a lot of damage in it too. Hell's Lament, Wings of Grace, Hell's Lament. So Hell's Lament all around for the bottom cultists. And we will get into this run now. Need this run to go perfectly. So we will just do it a little quicker, but we got to set it up on 1x. That's kind of... Alright, so first, Orin I like to place here, and I face him right because his special attack works on both sides. So does his defense reduction. Boom, and then I need to put him in some Wings of Grace. We want Guan Yu also in some inspiration, and then I put Ardea up here facing left and give her some inspiration, Wings of Grace. Those are the most important ones. Adrian, I face him up here with the boss facing right. Lulu, bringing Lulu in facing right. Erlang, you can face him up, you can face him left. We'll face him up this time. I don't think it really matters too much. Okay, so what I like to do right now is I like to get an extra alt in with these heroes. I was talking a little bit there, so I might not get them. And I always just, good practice, pop our Gwendolyn right here for that first impale. And it just works well. So we're going to speed it up. There was the placement. Same kind of thing. There's the auto waltz. Okay, we're controlling the Judgment. We're controlling Adrian. We're controlling Gwendolyn, all right? So at this focus strike, right, just when it lands, we're popping Adrian. Then when the claw kind of sits still, we're hitting the auto walt. We're hitting the Judgment. We're taking the auto walt off. And that way everybody got kind of a little extra alt in there. It will be an extra 1 or 2k onto the score. I usually like to hit the Judgment. I forgot there. Forgot Gwendolyn again. Oh, man. But that's okay. It's early in the fight. But normally you want to pop Gwendolyn 50% of Focus Strike and Adrian near the end of the Focus Strike, and then pop your Judgment so that you can pop it twice during the Pact of Silence. And then you hit it once more for good measure at the end just to get that little bit of extra damage. Okay. Gwendolyn. Focus Strike. Pact of Silence, or Decay Overflow now. Everybody's got great shields. Adrian, right at the end. Auto Waltz. Judgment. Judgment. Life is good. And it's just a really easy way to keep everybody alive. Good sanity check, you know what I mean? There's no real worry about anybody dying from anything, so you don't have to worry about the HP subs. You can put everybody in your best gear. But like I say, down the road, it will be a matter of doing what you need to do to get rid of Gwendolyn. Yeah. Unfortunately, we had 3 Judgments there. I usually just like to do the 2 and keep it up, but we'll still have 1 for the end of this alt. Just barely. Coming up on 62k here. I would like to see 90k, but we are going in 2x, and we did party foul once already. Maybe at the beginning we didn't pop the other guys' heroes. I'm not too sure. Oh, there's another one. We kind of saved it though. Just barely. Good stuff. Kind of cool. We get to use Lulu today. See what she's all about. Honestly, is Lulu better than Estrid? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Now we're just gonna let the auto alts take care of themselves. We'll still pop our Gwendolyn, and we'll still pop our Adrian, but we'll let everybody else TM high and let them fly. Hit that judgment. Hit that judgment. Yeah, I think we're gonna hit our 90K. I think we're gonna hit our 90K. Booyah, 90.6. So that was a decent run. It can be better. It can be even better. And I've tried Su Yu instead of Erlang. I've tried Su Yu instead of... We're not going to save though. Oh, look at that. 96 is the best run. So that's pretty cool. So 90... What did we get? 110. So there's the 200K. It's not as high as the 200 I would like it, but gives you the idea. Here's the numbers. Guan Yu, pretty much top dog. I would like to, once Owen's A3, man, he's going to be doing 30% more damage probably. I'd like to see Adrian's up around 800, and I would like to see... forget her name, but Lulu 574, not too bad. Lady Mina 573, so maybe up is better actually with Erlang, because I see here now that Erlang's actually doing a little bit less damage. He usually does about 450, but I usually point him left, so pointing him up towards the boss is actually better by about 500 bloods or whatever. I think 90.250 before was my best, or 90.5, so it does make a little bit of difference pointing them up there. And we'll get into the gear. All right, so some nice kata, Soulbound Arcana. Honestly, everything, just I'm trying to just put everything where I can. This is really nice gear. Yeah, so I don't know if y'all have that quite yet, but he can do more than that. If you want to put this in crit damage instead, he will do better for it. Wings of Grace. So we got Wings of Grace, and that was, oh yeah, unfortunately, no Wings of Grace there. Really nice set of kata. Crit damage all across. Soulbound Arcana, but some decent attack speed, and I just maxed out his exclusive for the video, so that's pretty sweet there. Ardea, that's my girl's name. So I put her in a bunch more attack speed, but honestly, she lost... I put her in this, okay? Before, I had something with a way better, like 25% attack bonus roll, and then like a 500, like basically a gold attack and a gold attack bonus, and a gold crit damage, but then crit rate instead of attack speed, and she does better for it. So you want to build her attack up. Crazy. And I think, honestly, before it was 400, so yeah, 66. So 66 speed did not help her. She'd rather have the attack. So fun fact there. And Lulu, my girl, Infernal Roar, and check it out. I did put her in a Resonance Bell because I don't have her exclusive maxed out, and this is 35% damage all the time. I think her exclusive is like 40 or something when you're maxed right out, but she does work if you'll look. Basic attack damage for the Peacemaker ultimate. So she does work really well in Infernal Roar. So very cool because we can use our Infernal Roar on her and lose minimal. Like honestly, it's almost like comparable to Silas. As long as you keep her attack speed up, she needs that attack speed to get into her stages of chi or whatever. But there it is. Little shoddy on the Bulwark. My apologies for that. Hopefully it's still worth like, share, and subscribe because I love y'all. Appreciate y'all your time. Let's go. Hope it helps.